What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I am back with another video. And today I got my top 4 NBA player props for the day. And before we get in this video real quick, I did want to mention for you guys to please subscribe to the channel down below if you're new. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment down below on this video, because all those things really help the channel out a ton and really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. So I really would appreciate it. And yeah, guys, I got 4 really good props tonight, 4 props that I'm really confident in. And yeah, really excited to get into these plays. So without further ado, let's get right into them. So first off, I got DeMar DeRozan over 18.5 points versus the Mavericks, minus 115 line on Fanduel. So DeRozan is over this line in 17 of his 27 games so far this season. He's averaging 20.9 points per game so far this season. The Mavs allow the 11th most points per game in the NBA to small forwards this season, and he's over this line in 12 of his last 17 games. This is a spot where DeRozan should definitely be able to perform well, and I think he's going to perform well. I think DeRozan's going to have a big game here. I think DeRozan's going to have the ability to make a lot of shots and perform well versus a Mavericks team that does struggle versus the forwards, versus guarding forwards. And DeRozan, overall, he's pretty good for a consistent 20 every single night. I think he'll do that again tonight. He's hitting this line at over a 60% clip all season long. And yeah, DeMar DeRozan over 18.5 points versus the Mavs is my first play of the day. Next up, I got Jamal Murray over 22.5 points versus the Jazz. So Murray is averaging 25.5 points per game over the last 6 games, going over that line in 5 of the 6 games. He's averaging 29 points per game over his last 3 versus the Jazz as well. So he's been performing extremely well as of late, and he's been performing extremely well versus the Jazz. The Jazz also allow the 4th most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. So overall, Jamal Murray gets a very favorable matchup versus a team he's dominated in the past. I think he performs well once again. I think he has another big game. So Jamal Murray over 22.5 points versus the Jazz is my second play of the day. Next up, I got James Harden over 13.5 rebounds plus assists versus the Pelicans, minus 130 on Bet365. So Harden is averaging 14.5 rebounds plus assists this season. He's over this line in 18 of his last 24 matchups versus the Pelicans. The Pelicans allow the 4th most rebounds per game to point guards this season, and the Pelicans allow the 3rd most assists per game in the NBA to point guards this season. Overall, James Harden has been extremely dominant versus the Pelicans. I think that will continue. This Pelicans defense has been arguably the worst defense in the entire NBA this season. Obviously, they've been arguably the worst team in the NBA as well. So Harden gets a matchup where he should be able to perform well, and I think he does perform well. So James Harden over 13.5 rebounds plus assists versus the Pelicans, minus 130 on Bet365 is my 3rd play of the day. Lastly, for my 4th and final play, I got Tyrese Maxey over 27.5 points versus the Trailblazers, minus 102 on Fanduel. So Maxey is over this line in 3 straight games. The Trailblazers allow the 5th most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. Portland is absolutely horrible defensively. Maxey should be able to have a big game. So overall, Tyrese Maxey gets a matchup versus a team that is not good defensively. They're not good at guarding point guards either. And Tyrese Maxey has been playing extremely well as of late. I think that continues tonight. I think Maxey has another big game, especially with Joel Embiid still finding his rhythm and comfort in the offense. So Tyrese Maxey over 27.5 points versus the Trailblazers, minus 102 on Fanduel is my 4th and final play. So those were my top 4 NBA player props for the day. Like I said, if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more content from me moving forward, then make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment on this video down below, because all of those things really help the channel out a ton and really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. So I really would appreciate it. And yeah, guys, that's really all I got for today's video. I hope you all did enjoy. And without further ado, I'll see you on the next one. See you guys.